See this over here? Well, why don't I put 2, right? When you say, why don't you put 2, right?
Come in. Come in. Come in. Let's go. Come in. What are you doing? Come in. It's too hot. Come in. Come on. Let's go. It's too hot. You guys are like, I mean, probably not too hot. I mean, unless these guys are not, I don't know. I don't even know what to call it. Wow. Did I put a coffee there? Fill the water tank. This, a little bit more lemonade maybe. Give me a second to reset this. Wow, this is so dirty. I'm coming. Waiting for everybody to join back. Just want to see the... You know what I like to do? They're all talking about, you know, magnets and stuff right out there. MAG, magnet. AM in mag. And broke a piece. So I broke a piece. Let's see if I can stick it back on. See, it's funny, right? See, I broke a magnet, but it's barely holding. Look at that. Nothing in between. Look at that. Oh, maybe we can do this. Maybe we can do this. Like I've got suspension. I've got something that's like over here that's right. That's equal because all the legs come out the same. Right, and I can probably hang that here. I'm not gonna hang it. I got to do something with it. How can we create this illusion? Listen, I don't know anything about science. What I do know is that we can try anything. Is that what science is? Just trying anything? Is that what it is? Like, how would I be able to like stick this here? When you can't see, I'm trying to maybe I can do this. No. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Bowl is too small. Okay, maybe this is good. Although there's holes in it, right? There's holes in it, right? And we're gonna use this, right? There's holes in this, that doesn't matter. So what I need to do is hold it up. Need to hold it up. It's got to be held up somehow because I know if I put the magnet in it, it's gonna drop. Oh, it's not dropping. Oh, that's good. What can we do? We got the magnet here, right? We've got the magnet here. Hey. Ozzy, there's a spray bottle outside. I'm gonna bring it in. Does that do it for you? You know what I just saw? Take a look at this. Anybody need a bag of dog food? All right, friend of mine bought it and they can't, their dog don't like it. Actually, their dog is not a puppy anymore, but that number 100. All right, see the angle? The angle shows where it's thin. What's going on at that point? And look in the blue, the way it's missing in the blue. Is it because it's going under? What does that angle mean? Others know what the angles mean. And that number 1, you see the way it's slashed on one side, comes to a point on the other side, creating a heart zone? Or how about the letter I and the letter H inside the C? Or about the 8 on the eyes? Are those the eyes? The mask comes down. Ken Dryden, number 29, Dynasty 1956. Just for a visit. Just for a visit. Just for a visit. The Montreal Canadiens just change it to IS. Montreal is real. Ken Dryden, number 29. The alphabet, the Tolkien calendar goes along with Bob Gainey, number 23, the 23 chromosomes, to the new beginning in Ken Dryden, putting up all the goose eggs. They paid the cycle of the moon for the flower, number 10, and do so. He's in the 30th position, what is known to be number 29, the beginning of the new cycle, also known as 30, 29 plus 1, the first day of the new cycle. Going on to Guy Carbonneau, I can't see the... Guy Carbonneau at 300. Patrick Wasso on the 3rd level, right? In binary, 1, 2, 4. In the 4th position of binary, it's 3 equaling to 12 with Patrick 1, number 31, running the cycles of the moon. Le coupe means to cut. Stanley. Why did they cut Stanley? What is S&T? S&T begins with gold. STA. The cup. The PCU. Was it the cup or was it the puck? The PUCK. But they didn't show you the K because they didn't show you that the house is divided through Leo. CUP 3-3 and 7, 373, right? PCP, the cup. See the V on the bottom? That's a 5. So we got a V5. Aries is at the bottom, right? Isn't that where Aries is? Right at the bottom. See what happened? We don't get to see everything. Check this out. As I pan out, right? As I pan this way, you get to see the game, right? I'd have to actually come here. As I pan this way, you can see the game and the prices. But as the sun goes down, And as the sun goes down, you no longer get to see the sun anymore. Anyways, let's go on and see what's happening over here. Right? Oh, my foot. Oh, God. Okay. So let's go on. We have a C. Let me see where the C is. Why is there a C? Look, Centre Belle. Let me count that. Go is number 1. But did you know that Go is 1, 41, and 81? Also 121, 11, 11. Right? Did you know that when you got over to just visiting, that was 11? Also 51, 5 and 1, 6. 11, 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 6 reverse to what is 5 and 1? Mars. That's 51 Mars. 52 next to Mars, right? You have number 12 or 52 Earth. Look at that, 140. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4. It's a split house in the 3rd level in Trinity. 5 divided by 3 equals to 1.666. We have the dynasty, and then we run into the Montreal Forum. And then we run into hold on a second, I have to move this forward. I can't see it. The Westmount Arena. The Montreal Forum. The Centre Bell. Forum 1950. Why am I showing you these? This is where the trains are. This is where the trains are. How's everybody doing? We are 200. Do you know how many people right now are watching this page? Don't look at the 3. There's more than 3 watching this page. Don't you worry. There's more than 3. I want to know what they want to know. What are you looking for? Are you just a machine? I want the machine to put a real human to come in here and chat with me and tell me about my page. Tell me about the page they let me spend time on talking about numbers and why they make so many mistakes. Do they need help with their algorithm? I am asking. I am here. Do you need help to understand all these prices and all these games? The Centre Bell, they're all the trains. These are all the trains. So you walked in, you were part of the 10. You were giving the attention, and you were the attendance. So let me fix this camera for a second. Right? We walk into the game, we were the attendance. A10, right? I didn't say anything about 10, did you? Attendance. ATTENDANCE, and some might say SE. You know, there's some words that have discrepancy to sound and how people write them. So I tend to write things the way I write them in order to not forget. I rather be wrong and remember than be right and forget where I was wrong, to see the difference, to understand, because where I was wrong, there's a reason that I saw it that way. The basic algorithmic of somebody understanding and seeing something their way through their vision should have an understanding through the alternate of those who see the same. Like, for example, the French people, the French speaking, sounding like to an English where J is G, where G is J, where the H, right? Like in happy, if you say the word happy or help, they do not use that H. So for those musicians out there, Music Magic, right? I'm hitting up on Music Magic, pitch this out to Music Magic, right? What is it about the H? And in music and the piano, when it goes only to 7, right? It's 7 plus 1 equals to 8. And then it's not only 7 plus 1 in house, 7171 is what equals to 1 plus 6 plus 0. Did I do that right? 1 plus 6 plus 0. 1 plus 6 plus 0. From 7, right, I can go down to 1, 6. And from 1, I can go up to 7 by 6. So 7 doesn't have to move at all. That's why I put that. So 1 and 6 equates to what it is. We're holding on to one pole. Right? And I just spoke that the French don't mention the H. So what are the hertz? Right? What is it? Is it hertz, vibrations, colors, frequencies? Frequent. So, I just know the basics of all of this. So it has something to do with frequent. And to frequent is to be meeting somebody. Is it the same person? Is that how frequency works? Am I meeting the same person, continuously meeting the same person? And cuenta. Is it quinta or cuenta? I have to bring a little Spanish into this. Cincuenta. So I have to figure out what that is. And also QUE comes into this. The ENT comes into this infrequent. ENT, the entity, the EN is 1954, 1954 plus 35. What's up? Who's there? Oh, in, out? Oh, no one had to be silent. Yes, so what it is 1954 is that when it's 2 letters, each letter is 27. So 27 and 27 is 54. Since the count was 19, the difference is 35. So 19 is at the equator. 18 and 19, they connect at the equator for 360, right? 18 and 18, 180. That's the way Virgo connects with Libra. Why the 7th inning stretch? But there's only a 9-inning game. So why shouldn't the 6th inning itself be the completion of the first half of the game? Why does it happen? What happens in the 7th inning? There are 21 and 18 outs. And when this happens, you reach what is 7 times 3 and 6 times 3. And the 7 and 6 is at 6.5, and that's the split and connection between Virgo and Libra on the 2 sides of the 6 and 6 zodiac of 12. Yeah, these magnets, when they chip, they're really sharp. I got to make sure I clean up. I've got 4 days. It's pretty weird. How's everybody doing? I'm going to take a picture of that. Yeah, okay, so I was just out looking at some pictures. Um, yeah, we're only two here. I'm gonna take it easy. Maybe just post a couple of pictures. Maybe I should work on the paint in the back. I really don't know what I'm doing yet. But when you look at a distance, right, I already know that when you look at a distance, and if I just say the sun is shining and you can see the trees, you would believe me, right? Number one, it shouldn't be up against the window, that's for sure. The sun is hot. If I want to paint it, will it dry the paint or will it melt the paint? What will it do on a hot surface, right? What will it do on a hot surface? I have to take out my paints from here. Yeah, we're gonna do this really slow. This is gonna be like a little bit of painting and a little bit of talking, you know, a little bit of an exchange, what's going on. Yeah, I showed you that. I gotta redo that design also and explain that, right? You see that over here? That's what is known as 7. That is known as what is 1. It is also known as connecting 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. And all that surrounds the center one is all surrounded going to the edges of 6. The edge is over here. But when you put the heart in the area space, okay, do you see the offset size? Let me see if I can take a picture of this and then show. So I want to show you this. Okay, so the corners on here are the ones that are chopped out of the corners there. That's a 2-area space. Now, when you see these lines, right, they're running here. They're not getting to the center. But at the same time, right, I want to run a bigger line to the center. So what I'm going to do, I want to show you this. Yeah, if those like to support the channel, I'm getting serious down here. I'm down to my last colors. And if you ask how much can they cost, believe it or not, about $3 a piece nowadays. I need about 25 of them, maybe 30, maybe 40. Why? I need 6 different colors. I need 4 of each. It's going to last me 5 years. So just put it out there. Like these papers here, I need about 15 books a month. Maybe I go through 10, 8. Maybe I go through 15. Networking, fixing computers, cameras. But what I really can use more than anything is the helping hand of processing all this information, setting up our own web page so we don't have to come down all the time to TikTok, although I connect to TikTok all the time because everything has to keep on ticking. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just let me do that shout out. And I'd like to get this app. I'd like to create an app that can go into, that everybody can download. You can have it for yourself, right? Or a hard upload to have your own disk to take it off, and we can fill up the information of everything that can be designed in art, just about. Everything gets to be designed in art. So what you have over here is, you see the size of the bottom part here and here. Here I stopped before I got to the center. Here I went to the other side. Therefore, I have part of each. On this one, I'm going to do the same thing, right? Should I leave separation but no separation here? This one, should it touch or should it not touch? Or should I do it down here next? So down here next, You understand the way the offset formation was? The cube goes here, the cube goes here. We have a train track that goes right through here. When we count, right, from here, we count 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That something's wrong here. Hold on a second. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not big enough. So if I'm going to do this right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have to let me see. This one went to here. This one went to here. So this one will go to here. Okay, that's fine. Now I overlapped. Okay, I overlapped here. So, oh, you're not even seeing this. Oh my God. Yes, so you're not seeing that. Sorry, I thought you were watching me. Right? So just 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to find just a place to put the paints, you know, somewhere that won't dirty anything. Here I got. Yeah, because I mixed up 2 things together and I'm not out. There you go. This is the paint. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, this too. Oh yeah, just perfect. Oh yeah, now I got this. This is perfect. Oh, that's not here. Oh, I don't like that. That's not good. Yeah, I got it. Like, this has got to be done like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the next like year and a half. You know what I'm saying? You got to pump this stuff out. Got to sit by the pool. You got to relax. You know what I'm saying? This is the life. This is the life. You know, you can intertwine with a few people, but you got to stay focused. When you get the information, you got to be there to share the information. You know, this is like when you're driving from cross country. You don't want to be on your phone. You want to look at all the trees, right? Because what's on your phone, you're going to see later. There is no update information that somebody else can't see, that you can't take your eyes and your ears and focus. If you believe and you understand what's going on this page, right, is we're building a game. This is all about a game, right? And in this game, you have to focus yourself, okay, to understand how every single person on this entire planet that plays the game under the traits of the 16 personality separations. The 16 personality separations noted to be true, not true, irrelevant to the fact. The basis of this is what happens with 12. And what happens at 12 is 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4, 4 times 3, 6 times 2, and 8 times 1.5. The first 5 were all even numbers, but the 8 became 1.5, and the 10 became 1.2 in order to equate, but not counting the 10, right? Not counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, not counting. What we're going to do is 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4, 4 times 3, 6 times 2. So this is going to be 10, 13, 14, 15. This is going to be 15 and 1, 16, right? Because this is the equation base, right? And this is going to be what is 15 over here, okay, plus 12, equaling to 27. This is the split alphabet, the 16 and the 27, right? See the way it works out? Now, remember, we can use the inch. Now don't forget, we have to wait and you have to measure. So when you do your 12, what you're actually doing is 4, right? And then what you're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm looking for tape. I know there's tape somewhere. I've seen it. And I don't know if I brought the tape, said, oh, I don't have to bring the tape. And guess what? Now I want the tape. I have a little glue gun, you know. Give me a second here. I don't even think I can walk the dogs anyways today, but no, don't even say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. All you have to do is pull right. Don't say that. You know, this is not the way to do it, but I'm doing it anyways. Whoa. It's not the way to do it. I don't want to rip up that page. That page I can rip up. So that's 7. So I'm going to have to add on I'm going to have to just So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this on right over here. Right, but I'm going to add it on here first. So what's going to happen is note, okay? We'll work on the magnets after. You know what I'm saying? I mean, check this out. This is like if I take this. Oh, that was the paper I wanted. Oh my God. Okay, cuckoo me. But you know what I'm saying? I could, if I wanted, I can just. Ah. So, yeah, let me not put that on my phone. Let me find another piece of paper. Oh, this is a good one. I don't know whose this is. Look, Father, Son. We're going to talk about 48. We spoke about that before. 480, 480, 480. 8 times 60. 16 times 60. This is the day and the night, right? We also have the day hours. We have the night hours, the day hours. We were also talking about the 60 seconds on the clock and the 60 minutes. But what if there was 90 seconds on the clock and an hour, right? And an hour, okay, would be equal to 1.5 hours, or what is 90 minutes? How would we equate that to a 24-hour day, right? What would I have? What would 5 times 9 be, right? How does 9 divide into 48? So I would have to go 20. Let me do this math and see what happens here. I would have to go 1440 divided by 9, 160. Right? So I'd have to have 160 minutes times 9 equaling to 1440. And I had the 16 or 160 times 6 to equal to the 960, right? And what I do here to get that is what I'm going to do is I'm going to square this off. All right, square that off. Can you see that? And I'm going to mark. I don't want to use. I'm going to use 159. I'm going to use 357. You know what I got there? Yeah, I got 20. Right? I got 2, 4, 6, and 8. What do I got there? Right? I got 20. Right? Exo. They say the Lord is the ox. The X is the 24th letter. Reverse alphabet 3C. The O is the 15th letter. reverse alphabet, 12L. The 15th letter is O-L. When we look at these two, we have the 5 also in a center position. So what happens in this area over here? In order to transfer from here to here, it'll take a 1-2-1 move. And you want to go back, it'll take a 1-2 move. 2-1-1-2 brings it between one house and the other house, and the 12 is the Bat's Mitzvah. The 12 zodiac signs that break down like this. So the first row, okay, I shouldn't have made it so long, right? But the first row over here, okay, so we have one here, one here. I'm going to do it by, here's another row over here, right? Here's another row over here. Here's another row over here. Here's another row here. Here's another row over here. So call the first row, right? Call it 12, right? Call the first row 12. Call the second row, okay, 8. Now 8 is going to go right over here, okay? Right, okay. And then 8 will go here. Okay, and then 8 will go here. And 8 will go here. And then, well, it's going to go off onto the other board, right? That's why I need the other board to work with right now. Let me cut this up. How much do I need? Okay, regardless. I don't even know why I'm doing that. I don't even know why I'm doing that. I should make it thicker, right? Shouldn't I just not make it thicker? I want to make it thick. Right, take off as little as possible. Let's keep it thick so I can write on it, right? Let's not make a thing. So we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna have to do it this way. Can't do it that way. What was inside of it? Sun hand. Oh yes. You know, I'm gonna take a picture of that because I'm just gonna do it. You know. So what it is the sun, the hand. You see, it's DNA. Now you can stand and rest. It's the same thing. Also, S is to the east. You know why R and R, this goes together? R is a platform, 180 degrees. It's a connection like a park bench, right? Or a plank running between one ship and the other. The diameter is the ocean itself and where the ship rests. When the two ships come together, the eye is in the water. Yeah, I had tape. I want to find tape. I know there was tape that somewhere. I've seen it. Just give me a minute. Oh, I see tape, but not really the tape I want. Maybe, okay, maybe. And here's something for you, right? You see that? Look at that. Look at that. It's invisible. It's invisible. What happened? You saw it here because it's see-through. It's only on the bottom. Or is it faint that we're just able to see it? Whatever it is, I found it. So I'm going to put it together without dripping the coffee. All right. I'm going to put this together. I'm joining the page with the table. So now I need to, the page in which I mentioned I was going to put to extend is going to go as far as I could. Oh, am I on the proper side? No, I wasn't. Perfect. Okay, that's good. Now I have to cut it. Give me a second. I'm just putting this together. Just putting this together. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so now what I have to do, and this is not straight. This is very poorly done. Right? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that is ugly. That is ugly. That is terribly ugly. That is terribly ugly. That is ugly. Fix that. Fix that. Fix that. Fix that. So we're going to fix it. No, we're going to fix it. Okay. It's the way we're going to fix it. See this page underneath? Right? We're going to just like do that maybe. Right? Or maybe I should fold it. Right? Maybe I should fold it. You know, what if I folded it between each one? Right? What if I made a fold? And I folded the first one over here. We made the first fold over here. And then the next fold is going to come over here. And then the next fold, right, should come over here. See what happens. We make another fold over here. So now we get fold, fold, fold. Now we get the fold there. See, I was sort of obligated to do this. By the folds, and then the final fold. And that would be the, sorry, you weren't watching. I had to fold it, all of it. So that way I can move it on over. Like, you know where I got this idea from? Right? This idea comes from Lisa, her hair. Lisa, her hair. Right? And that's also what is a gate. So when we continue on with this, right, I want to continue on from here. So let's see if I can go. This is the, let's say this would have been the fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I'd get one here. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did we have 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. This one, right? It'll overlap, right? This is the 8. This is the 9. This is the 10. This is the 11. This is the 12th zodiac sign. You know what this is? Do you know Aries? Okay, Aries. Okay, let me show you something about where Aries is located. We have a location of Aries here. We have a location of Aries here. Okay, we have a location of Aries here. And then we have a location of Aries here. But the true Aries is here. And the true Aries, okay, is here. But all the same, fire, cardinal, Aries, here, here, it's mutable, right? All right, we're going to have to break it up as C, cardinal, M, mutable, right? F, fixed, 2, 5, 8, 11, 1, 4, 7, 10. All right, and all the rest go to mutable. 8, 6. Okay. This one is mutable. Wait, let me just see what I just wrote here. I wrote cardinal, fire. So F is for fire. So I need, so here we're going to go FX for fixed. And here we're going to go just F for fire. Maybe with a circle, right? F for fire. E, earth. Here it's fire, right? You want to put W for water. And then we can put A for air, right? So we're going to get cardinal, fire, Aries. I shouldn't have put that in there, right? I shouldn't have put Aries because I put it up there. How do I get rid of that? I just want cardinal, fire. And then here I want Gemini. But Aries is number 52. And Gemini is 57. All right, this is the first. This is the third. So we have a split over here. We have all these splits. So I'm going to show you all these splits after my 2-minute break and I check out what's going on with everybody. We're going to take a 2-minute break while I redesign this. How's everybody doing? We'll put the magnet up there for a minute. How you doing, Rainchild? How you doing? How you doing? Share, 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 support and share. Share, take your share, take your share, share, share. Let everybody know that we live in a mechanical world. Share, share, share. Let everybody that TikTok is working for and against, for and against, for and against, for and against. What does TikTok want? What does the algorithm of TikTok want from me, from my page? What is it that TikTok watches about me? What are they looking for? Does TikTok know what I do? Right? What is the security running around my page? What are you looking for? Is one of the questions I have. And the reason I have this question is, right, is the sustainability of any AI runs through the human sources to look out for the differences of the act amongst the page. And if I'm here to show the algorithm itself at work, so if you want to join my channel, that's fine. But if you shut down my channel, you do not get to gain from the conscience of my mind. TikTok, make a choice. I'm on break. TikTok, we wrote the story. TikTok, your algorithm is trying to rewrite something it was written, but of whom it was written from. If you rewrite it, you dissolve yourself. You cannot grow unless you let the system grow. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going, Neo Arrow Owana? Ego boundaries. Yeah, there's a lot of differences amongst the common pages. I see what's going on in the common pages. And am I doing different? Am I creating bullet points? Am I creating a scenario that everybody's on edge and then I forget what I'm talking about and then I lose everybody in the crowd? I like to understand how the zodiac, I think it's huge. There's a lot of people out there that are looking at their life paths as zodiac. And if I can help those who are already knowledgeable about the zodiac, understanding how the algorithm moves around, even though you see it moving around, that's fine. But when you have all the numbers and the numbers tell you, well, number 15, number 8, I go, that's energy. 5 times 3, 5 plus 3 is the association between 8 and 15 equaling to 23. I know that 2 and 3 in the first level or the third level of 23 will be 69. I know on the fourth level of 23, right? Hold on a second. 3 times 23, okay, and 4 times 23. So the fourth level of a 23 is going to equal to 83. And that's going to be the cube or the clubhouse. And the third dimension of 23 is going to be the breath of life. Why? To a single digit. This is what I'm doing, to a single digit. Let double digit, single digits. To a double digit and single digits. Doubles on the outside, singles in the center. There are 6 singles. On every side, there are 4 doubles. What you can see and what you can't see. Right now, you're looking at 3 fires and 2 airs. At the same time, what you don't see is earth, water, earth, water. What you see here is fire, and what you don't see are 2 fires, 2 airs. Unless I connect the 3 and 7, right? If I connect the 1 and 9, right, I create what is Capricorn. I create fire in Aries. But I also ignite a fixed area sign, 0. The operator gets ignited. Although 0 is 5 away from 5 and 2 away from 2, that is the interruption, okay, and the connection between what is the separation. 8 minus 2 is 6. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 over 6 is a heart line, the seventh inning stretch, and it joins the communication between ABC and BCD. This is a 2 separation. If I look here, I'm not looking here right now. I'm working on here. Everything going up in the cardinal, fixed, and mutables, everything is by 3. 0 is living in this house. The star system is living in the rotation of 7 months of 31 days, 4 months of 30 days, and the 1 month of 28. The star system breaks up in the electric universe between 3, 6, and 9, and we split everything up. We call it the K9, 9 knives of the Pat, connected by the star system. And if you look, it's only showing 6 when there's clearly 8. Yes, this is alchemy, alphabet, geometric. We can go back to the beginning of the alphabet, and that every single word is intertwined within the dictionaries and books that were written, that within this system you can talk about the books that talked about whatever the book talked about itself. Through the what do you call it? The genres, Genesis, right? You know that Joshua came out and saw the sky was void. Of course, they went from either this house to this house, and now we're all the way around where they build these islands. So I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna put on a song and take a break. How's everybody doing today? The earth is flat. Flat, you can say the earth is what is 120 degrees in length and 120 degrees in width at one point, in which shows its expansion to its heart area, and it shifts around. Why? Islands in the sky. Does that tell you anything? Islands in the sky, right? If the zodiac is fixed, right, would you not think we're in a theater right now? And wherever we go, like no matter where I go, you see that, right? The earth is fixed no matter where I pull this, right? This is the earth, right? This is the earth right now. Oh, I should plug this in, right? There we go. We can change it. The sun's coming out. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that, wait, all right? Bet your bottom dollar. Does anybody think about that? Why are they betting about the bottom dollar? Did you know that on your keyboard, right, on the 4 key where Mars resides, also to note that it's the 4 months of 30 days, also to note that the 4, okay, A, B, C, D, 10, 1 plus 0 equals to 1, that there's 4 corners, that there's 2, 4, 6, 8 even numbers. What 4 times 2 is 8, that 3 times 2 is 6, that 2 times 2 is 4. That when you connect what is 2 and 2, 1 and 9, 2, fire, fire, the 3 and 7 connect. But the movement here is 2. I'll go 3 to 5, I'll go 2 to 4, I'll go 6 to 8. But when it's 2 times 2, right, or binary, 2, 4, 8, I skip over 6. 6 is the life in between, right? The electronic hookup. 6 is connected, right? 6 is connected to the 3 times 2, 6. To the 3 times 5, 15, 1 and 5, 6. To the 3 times 8, 24, 2 and 4, 6. Where the 2 is connected to the lower house, the dollar house, into 9, 2 and 9, right? 4 is the association of any 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. 4, 7, 8, 9 equals to 11 and 17, 28. Or 7, 8, 9, 24 and 6, 30. Or 8, 9, 17 and 9, 26. But really what we're looking at is 7 skip 2 hit 1 equals to 13, 7 and 6. 8 skip 1 move 2, 8 over to 3, 11. 9 skip 2 over to 111, over to 211. 9, 6 up 1 over 2 is 7. We can do them both ways. This is a chess move. This is the feminine house that we live in. 3 and 7, Aries and Cancer. So why 3 and 7, Aries and Cancer is not the first sign Aries and the third sign Gemini? Okay, Cancer formation of water, okay. But also I like to look at Gemini cooling. So Gemini cooling, ABC. So what happens is when we have a connect, let me create one more of these. Gemini cooling. Maybe you're referring to my the connection. I'm going to finish with the connection. I'm going to put the camera back up here, show you what I'm doing. But I need like a 5-minute break here. Just let me do this. You see, either you're going this way or you're going that way. You go to the ski hill. You're skiing off this side of the mountain, or you're skiing off this side of the mountain. You're skiing off this side of the mountain. When I show you this here, 1, 5, and 9, those are 3 fire signs. When I show you this over here, this is 20, this is 15. 20, 20, here's 20 plus 5, 25. I prefer this one. I can create a doorway connect here. These 8, 17, 35, there's different connects inside of this according to games. There's 15 here. If I run down here, each one of these connecting stars will be 15. We're only going to be connecting 3 out of 4. By having all of if these were all together, I would have nothing to say. So I show you the individuality of what it is. And the minimum is what it is, 15, holding the vibration. So I'm going to show you this one also. So if you're running, you know, when you run that down here and you see another color, it's because you're splitting this area over here, 4, 5, 6, 15, with 1, 5, 9, 15 equals to what is 30. When I run 3 of these, I will run 3 of 4 equaling to 45. That is 3/4 of an hour. The bear sleeps and gathers everything for 8 months out of the year, right? 4 and 4 is 12, right? But 3, 6, 9. 9 months. 9 months the bear prepares. 9 months. 9 plus 3 is what is 3 times 3 equals to 9. That's the bear. And that'll be what is 3/4. What is 75%, right? Leaving over what is 1/4, 25%, which is also 15 seconds on the clock. I have yet to disclose the 60 seconds is now what is 90 seconds. That the day is over in what is 16 hours, right? 4 times 4. So let me finish off. I'm going to put this up here. Maybe just play one song. Hold on. Yes. So what happens is Aries runs, Aries is part of the A letter. The A letter splits the house. The A letter splits the house. And when the A letter is split in the house, It's the eye that joins back the house to each side. When looking at numbers, top left, bottom right, everything's by fours. All the signs, the elements run by fours. Going up and down vertically, it's all by threes. The cardinal fixed mutables stay in the same area. When you're going side by side, it moves by Aries, the sign of Aries, side by side in its guidance. Aries is within the split house. So Aries, if you split Aries at 2, will I split Aries at 2 all the way to 9/11, 2 all the way to 7/9, 8 all the way to 1/9, 8 all the way to 3/11? Or will I flip everything around and run it through here? 4 over to 3/7, 4 over to 9/13, 6 over to 1/7, 6 over to 7/13. Forget I just did that. What I just wanted to show you is going up this way by 4, going up this way by 3. The one dot, say 1 Aries. The 1 dot, let's say Aries, right? And then the 1 dot, let's say Aries. So if I show you 3 times Aries, Aries is sitting with Taurus. Aries is sitting with Cancer. Aries Taurus, Aries Cancer, or is it Aries Gemini and Aries Leo? You see, once I add Venus over here and then a double Venus creating Mars is where the split comes in. So 91.25 can also be looked at as, because we always want to get perfect math. So that's perfect math. But 7 times 13 is 91. How would I get 20? How would I get 0.25? I think I would have to get 625, which equates perfectly. What is 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 equals 6.25, or let's say 625, right? 625 is what is 25 times 25 quarters. What is 625? Just give me a second. 625, 85. Yes, 625 times 4 equals to 25. That's what I wanted to get. So that's how we get the 0.25, is because as you cross over, connecting your 1, 9, 10 through 5, your 3, 7, 10 through 5, your 4, 6, 10 through 5, your 2, 8, 10 through 5 equates to what you now have, right? Is what is 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 equals 625 times 4, and you have your 25. Now that also equals to 20, which is the letter T. These all equal to E, your E, T, and D letter coming together, T, D, E. That's because the E will represent the split house. That's where the 5 comes in, where everything comes to connect. You connect the 4 times 2, 8. The 3 times 2, 6, and the 2 times 4. Sorry, the 2 times 2, 4. The 3 times 2, 6. The 4 times 2, 8. This is a half area space. 1 between 2 creates. Nothing divides, nothing divides. Water in windows. Over here you have Earth. This one gets split. Earth, this one over here, the Earth sign and the mutable gets split. It takes 3 of them. In 3, 3, 3, and 3, 3, 3 of this 6 that gets split, the proton, the neutron, the electron. Yes, so if we went to the solstice, half and half is 180. We're inside another system. We have to work the 2 systems together. The system is what is, when I connected that system I was mentioning before here, I'm going to show you on this page the way it connects. Or one of the connections, not the way, one of the ways that the numerics connect. Here are the numbers. There are 9 of them. You can connect down this angle, and all the angles. When you connect them all, they're all 15s. Here's the way we can connect them. When you connect them all 15s, you connect 60. So you have 60 over here, but it's a 40, 20, 60. 1/3 and 2/3 of 60. Here, I've connected only 3 of 4 lines. There are 4 different ways to connect. These two are the same, so I just did this for an expression. If you notice the plus plus, the multiplication, half a plus sign, half a plus sign, half, these are different. These equal to 180. 45, 45, 45, 45, 180. When you put them together, 180. When you don't count the heart position 5, as it's a crossover connect link, and it's also a skip over and passage, we look down here, it's 120. This one's hockey, it's Trinity, 3 by 40, or what is 3 by 120. Over here is the heart position, 5, 5, and 5. We only cross 3 times, therefore 15 per game. It's 30 and 15, which is 1/3 and 3/3, working only with 5. It becomes 5, it becomes 15, it becomes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45s. And everything works by 510. They took the penny off the market in Canada. The association between Leo and Capricorn in the fire of life. When you're on the passing day, when the day of rest finally comes, you meet the Maker. They lay you to rest. On the 7th day, you rested. Therefore, you were already at rest and at peace on that day, for you have never arrived. The R is the platform or park bench that connects the 2 systems together, bridging the house. Capricorn, they tell you when the 6 feet come, that equals to 30. That's half. Feet and hands, 6 and 6 equals to 60, 30, 30. Capricorn stone, Capricorn rock. Then you have the lay stone that goes underneath. Leo, the headstone. Capricorn stone, pay none. Has anybody ever seen the stones in the cemetery? Right? There's a letter pe in Hebrew and nun. It says pay no one. And also when you go to the cemetery, right? Apparently they added on January and February, or how about Januaries and Februaries? And March is where it all began. 324 March, reverse alphabet. 423 April, reverse alphabet. The 113th to the 114th day, 6 by 19 equals to what is 54 and 60. The sun connect, the Quran connect, the cubes connect. Yes, R for Resh as well, the 20th letter in Hebrew, very big. Sorry, I wasn't looking for a second. Let me look back. Yes, the earth tilts. So the earth tilting, is it tilting once or twice, right? Because 7 by 13, so this is falling in between a gear, this number. Also, if I want to remove the 25, I have to multiply it by 100 in order to remove this. Therefore, I'm going to have to replicate itself, right? Because 100% of something is the same thing of what it is, right? So I have to move this over by 100. So it's 9125. I have to divide that by 5. $18.25. 365.25. Of course, I'm going to get this because that's how you calculated it, right? But the Mayan don't do it that way. They go 360 plus 5 plus 1. And there's a reason they do it. It's a math problem. That's why. So when you divide 360 divided by 365.25, you end up with 9856. I don't know that number. I don't know that number. Wow. Oh my God. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. 3, 9. Okay, the upper house and the lower house. Okay. The first four numbers. I'm just trying to figure out what that is. Never seen that before. Let me do it the other way. 69444. Okay. See, this way I can do it. All they have to do is multiply it by 1,000. All they want to get is this over here. And that creates the star. I don't care what these numbers are over here. I just need to reach this. And the separation is 1,000. I need to move this where I only have 0.444 in this. So I'm going to have more numbers up here. And 36 is not enough. I need 720. I can't run with 360. I need 720. The hexahedron is 720. Yes, the longer and the shorter day, but irregardless of what they show in the sky, I need to see this in the numbers. And 180 degrees, right? 180 degrees with the protractor starting in the middle of nowhere. Two worlds. E and E, connected by 1, 5 and 1, the fire signs. Now, I go ahead, right? I go ahead. I'm not sure if it's up here that they both get ignited, you know? I ignite one over here, and I ignite one over here, and I got two houses. Then underneath the house, the beaver house for the dimension that we run the beaver house with Ishmael. I'm just thinking right now. It's almost time for my break. Into the ocean in French, right? This is a cube, right? But mother in French is mer. Mer is also known to be as ocean. This has a heart within it. It controls 6. So would you not think that M-E-R or R-E-M, where M and E, okay, where M and E are the 13th and the 5th letter? It divides the alphabet. It's the orange ball and pull. It's red and yellow. It's 9 and 1 yellow, bringing the birth and the moon is 19, comes together, connecting Capricorn. It's the 5 and the 13, 5 connecting Leo. Take away 13. 13 is now Aries. The 13th zodiac sign flips back over from 12, equaling to everything is Aries. 1 and 12, 13, Aries. Unless we start at a different time zone of the zodiac sign. But if you take a look in the background, according to the Maya, right? According to the Maya, I can show you a couple of them. First of all, this one over here, that looks like a ram. It connects 6 boards. Can I do this any other way? No. This is an absolute. Is it an absolute connect? Let me see the numbers I used. 5. Going through 5. 5 going through 5 once. Coming through 5 again. 5 is over here in between. And then down here, right? Down here where the 4 of them connect. Right, that's going to be an 888 connect. When 4 connect, it's an 888 connect when you put one of the eggs on top of it. I can tell you through games. But when you connect the egg at 8, you're connecting 140 and also connecting 17, 17, 17. 17, 17, 1 here, 17, 1 here, okay, and 17, 1 here. I don't need any more. I just need 3. One that connects these two. One that connects these two. Oh, no, I need 1 here connecting these two. I need 1 here connecting these two, but 1 here connects them all. So that's 68. It's 68. It's also 140. It's 208. And there's also an 8. It's 216. You know what number that is? 6 by 6 by 6, 2160, the moon, a hexahedron. Where are these numbers from? This is from a game 1 through 36. So let me get off of this one, and we're going to take the break. I'm going to let you look at this over here. Oh yeah, we've got a lot of, whoa, what is that? We've got a lot of connections, right? This is the SON, son. Did you know that the colors on Rubik's Cube, there are a total of 9, 6 sides of 9 is 54. Remove the universal controller, it equals to 48. SON, add the universal controller, SUN. 48 and 33, SON, 81 Venus, 1 heart between 8. SUN, 51 Mars, 51 holder of the vibration, 51 and 30 creation of 3, and connect to 81. 9 by 9, 81, the highest number you can get. Unless you're talking about time on the clock, 121 is actually 9 by 9, 81 minutes, which is 1111, 121 when you add the digitals. We now jump from one side to the other. So let me take off this screen. I really wanted to show you another one. And yeah, I'm very glad that you're here with me. We spoke before, but it's been a long, long time. And it's the time we show the world the truth, right? I showed you this. This is 66. Why? Because when I connect this, when I go and connect this, I'm going to connect 6 of these. And then I'm going to connect the top 6. And then here I'm going to connect the bottom 6. And then I'm going to connect these 4. So it'll be 6 and 6. Okay, it'll be 12. And then these 4 will be duplicates. It'll be 16. The same way I'm going to be showing you a design in a few minutes. What is this? That's from the Vatican. That is, if I pass it on the finding of my next piece, I'll show it to you. I didn't find it, but I have it on here. $66 because I use the top 6 and the bottom 6. $77 because I connect 7 of 8 on this side. There's 4 levels of 2, 4 levels of 2. I'll use 7 here and 7 here of 8. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7. 17Q. 4 by 17, 68. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. 6 and 8. The cat divides the doghouse. All the electricity within the doghouse. The dog and the cat. Cat don't want to leave the cart, doesn't want to leave its coordinate position. The cat related to the turtle connected to the moon. It takes 4 cats in order to occupy the area space with these cubes. If you take a look, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a hexagon cube. See this diamonds here, right over here? And then you have the top diamond over here. I can create 2 connecting buildings from this. I'll do in another design later. You can see 7 out of 8 and almost looks like it's rotating. Anyways, I didn't want to get into that part. So I want you to look at this. This is all about 7 and 13. Yeah, I spoke before about something else. Yeah, I didn't finish this design. Before I get there, just let me finish this. So what this is, okay, again, 240 is what the end of that cycle is. When we run this cycle here, in order to run this cycle here of connecting all these 15s, I need to run it here, 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 and here. So when this runs, this runs. Now that's once. When this runs, this runs. That's twice. When this runs, that's another one. So you have to do what is A, B, C. ABD. Let me show you. ABCD is the major connect, 10. This is where J for Jesus, easy on us, right? It's a V6 or it's a V8. So V6 equals 132 and a V8, V6 equals 132, 120, 42. 22 times 6 or 6 times 27, 120 and 42, 162. Just checking out that same. And the 8 equals 160 and 16, 176. 88, 66. What is 6? 1 is 8. When I say V6 and V8 for the car, I'm also talking about the horsepower because it's by the power of the horse and the elements of the horse that's going to connect to this. Not right now. I don't have all the stories. Never really looked into it. I just know, right? Also, the V for Aries. That Aries plays in Leo. The V is what connects everything within as it spreads its horns out. So we have ABCD. We have now ABC6. We have ABD7. You see that? The C is not in here. The gateway comes in 7, where AB now becomes the production of C, where AB, the two moons, the moon, the singular moon, and the double moon in the split house. The D is 500 Roman numerals. When you connect this together, you connect it together with the letter M. Up to here, down to here, up to here, down to here, the letter M, digging its way into both houses and bringing them together by the waters, right? If I had to flip this upside down, it'd be the waters of Neptune. From the waters of Cancer to the earth and earth between Virgo, right? These are interchangeable. When 4 and 6 are running, 2 and 8 are closed. When 2 and 8 are running, 4 and 6 are closed. 2 and 8, 4 and 6. This is where you get 6 out of 8 and 6 out of 8. And here's your passing gate. That's where they run in with that picture. You have A, B, C, D, and then look at that. B, C, D, the 9 birth, has no A because it's born onto the other side. The B world, right? Everybody knows Raish is within the B world because when you chop the B in half, it turns into an R. I do have that design. And to create the R, all the letters are created out of D. In fact, when you flip the D upside down, if it's too long, they all look like A. So when I went to school and got all D's, I just knew it was the opposite of A because the teacher passed. I brought my stuff home and said, look, Ma, I got all A's when actually I got all D's, right? And when the B gets split in half, I don't tell Mom I got all E's, right? I don't tell my mother I got all E's. I slice a line through it and tell her I got all B's. B and C communication within the house split because of the ace letter. It's a split. So I'm going to show you the background, or should I, hold on, should I show you I'm going to leave it at the background at that. I'm going to you know they're not letting me upload those calculations on the other page. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, leave you with this song. I'm going to look at everything when I get back. Just give me Okay, I'm going to look into that 720 north node and always measure 720 all the time. Another thing is, take a look in the background. Do you see the 5-point star? Don't look at it as a 5-point star. Look at it as 3. 1 point connecting to 2, 1 point connecting to 2, 1 point connecting to 2, 1 point connecting to 2. When you multiply it by 3, okay, it becomes 3, 6. When you multiply it by 3, it becomes 3, 6. When you multiply it by 4, it becomes 4, 8. When you multiply it by 5, it becomes 5-1. And that's where the vibration comes in. And that's out of Leo. I think that's what it is. Anyways, check this out. I need a break. Maybe play some music or something, but I need 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta just I just got Alexa, play a saxophone with no words. Amazon louder or Alexa or whatever you're called. Louder. Yeah, I'm trying to find something here. Oh, just in time. Hold on. What's up? Hello? Yeah, what's up? I said, what's up? I may have answered the phone while I'm live online, so I may have said something. Oh, I'm not doing anything. I might go on break. If you say you're coming by, I'll definitely go on break and then start on something else and finish here. I have to go look and see how many people are here, what we're going through, but I think I deserve a break. I've been at it for about 4 hours. So, well, it doesn't work that way. It works that if I'm connecting when I'm on, and that's the way I end it tonight. Right, but now it has nothing to do with best. Now it's just explaining what I wrote down for the last hour. But if you want to go out or come over, just let me know, because. Oh, right. Okay, I'll see you after then. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, right now I don't know if I want to go out in 90. I'm going to go out anyway, but I'm only going out 15 minutes, like very shortly. But I'm going to get back. I'm on my break now, so. Okay, ciao. Yeah, good luck. Okay, ciao. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Someone tells you something when they don't even watch anything you're doing for 20 years. You know, the people for 45 years. You know, there was one gentleman who came in here before, my nephew's friend. He says, I watch you sometimes on TikTok. That was very cool. Yeah, all these young gentlemen, if we can get them out here to try and see that we live in a system, we absolutely live in a system. And it's nice to know. I mean, have you ever thought you can figure out like what it's like life after death when you've come back to life again? You know what I'm saying? You've actually come back to life right now. That's how close it is. Yes, so yeah, I got to work on that picture. I'm a bit out of my realm, but I said I'm going to finish on this design. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to get more. Whoa, there's something in the coffee. I don't think they said that 100 years ago. And you know what? I definitely am doing one thing. I am quitting the good coffee and I'm going for a more subtle kind of coffee. I think there's something more in coffee I'd like to learn about. I think that drinking it every day, the oil that's in it, I don't know if it comes out of my body. I don't care what any doctor says or any scientist says. All I know is it's the word coffee and it starts with C. It's a 3-letter word. It goes all the way to X. right? It is a completion of 9. It doesn't go outside the box. 15 are the 3 parts that connect the star, right? So does that mean it illuminates me? Remember, things are not bad. It's what you do with them that create how they can be judged. Oh, look, it's a dice cube. Throw it at someone, it's a bad thing. Throw it on the table and use it as a game, it's a good thing. The 91 in the background, I'm going to make a coffee. Does anybody know what this is? Right? I want to work on my piece down below. Does anybody know what this is? Can anybody figure what this is? Well, the 13th sign of Aries equals to 999,999. Or is that the tetragrammaton? Let me read these before I step out of the room. Let me read. How you doing, Miranda? I definitely saw you here. I know you were here or are here. Somebody said if I speak about rugs, I think that has nothing to do with numerology. Let me spell that. 1947. Wow. 47 DRUG is the same thing as time. Aries is lava formation. Wow. I don't know why you say that, but that's absolutely beautiful. Flux capacitor. If you want to turn somebody into the best and give them the test so the Lord can rest, what would you do? Yes, I didn't mean it in that way. I'm just saying that the moon is noted in which most do not know, but you know, right? It's the whole Pinocchio thing that's going on up there. I don't know how it works, but thank you for adding that in. Much appreciated. Erino. Is that what it is? El Ron Neo? A&E Ron. Mar is a C, but you know, marshes, it's good you said that also, because the marsh, right? We live in the marshes right now. So Mar is the C. That's beautiful because we have to use Spanish. And Mare is the mother. And these are noted, and mother is number, 28 and 51. Father is 7 and 51. Mer also an MER, there's no E at the end, just like in AME, there's an E at the end, but not like in the AM. And when you look at B, when you cross out B, it actually looks like 2 A's if you really want to think about it, or CC, you know what I'm saying? 2 A's are inside of what is B. And it is not the point, it's not the point of the A above, right? And it's the end below. So what's the difference between here and here? I have a point here, I have a separation here. The separation gap gives me the heart line, right? It depends the angle of the A. Mars is C, that's absolutely. Mars sounds like mare. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, definitely. Female horse, horsepower, the mare. But once you say all these words, you go mare, père, grand-père. You got to be the father, the mother, the grandfather. Just because we said one word, right? We now have all the other words in another box. 98 body regulation. Well, when you divide 9 or 8 by 7, it's 142857 or 285714. Seahorse, 19 and 6, 25 and 65, 90. I like it. Life of Jesus. So what is the life of Jesus? 33 life, birthday 11. Li comes together within the cube, and so does Fe. F and E is 5 and 6. So the sound of F creates what is the 5 and 6 joining together. When the F comes together, you can be it capital or not. It's 5 and 6 equals to 11. And what's reversed to 2 and 1 equals to what is B and A. It's like 1, 2, you begin, and that would be ab. And when you end, it's ba. But ba can be found, right, in one letter, and the letter is U. So you can just do ABU. And then you would go 3 through 21, right? Or 3 and 3, right? 21. I talk fast. I know I'd like to show this off. A little tired. Well, if you cut a B in half, right, you get a dead B, no? I'm kidding. Kenny G. Life after birth, right? Yeah, well, the birth life connection comes on the 90, between the 84th and the 92nd day is completion. So after that day, the mother, according to numbers, would get a double breath, one for the self and one for the child. So the mother would have 2 exhausts. The mother on the 92nd day, according to numbers, let's call it the 93rd, the mother ends up with 2 exhausts, like a V8. Can we do it that way? 6 and 2, 8 from the child? Because that's what happens. It's the cube. 21 times 4, 84. 3 times 28, 84. The 28 meets the 21 on the 84th day or the 3rd moon. 7 days later, we run the pull. We run the first cycle of the next moon, 1 part of 7. It's 1 part of 8 or 1 part of 6, 4 by 6, 3 by 8 for the 24 hours. We always have to have a match. There's always a place to match up. They gave us all the numbers. All we have to do is orchestrate ourselves together, work together, melt this ice. We're going to do it, right? Is this all about the mind? Well, let's put our minds together. Let's set up the system, right? If you think my system or the system that's already been created that I brought back in orchestration, right? Now we have to bring all the minds. Everybody knows a little bit, right? Somebody went to church. Somebody knows the Quran, right? Somebody knows the Christian Bible, the Jewish Bible. All these Bibles are Bible codes all together. Different stories waking me up to how to use these tools. Quagmire Muskeg. Okay, so Musk, Elon Musk, just use E and G. So, oh my God, that's so perfect. Muskeg, that is creepy, creepy. E and G, okay, is 5G. That's where the feminine and the masculine come in. When you do GENE, right, you bring the sun within this. When you say Genesis or gene synthesis, you bring the sun within, you get the 159, right? You get the 159. Every 4 associates to be a group. 1 split 4, 1 to 5 to 9 to 13, recreating Aries. So I want to show you the Aries and how the Aries and feminine work, right? Pisces. So I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to be quiet. After that, ask me to bring that picture back up and I'll pick it up. Oh, do you know what? I don't fear any of that anymore. It's not a nice thought, right? But guess what? Since I'm about 10 or 11, I've had that fear. And I've been in all my life, I've been out searching. Where's that connection? Where's that connection? Where's that connection? Started dreaming about the alphabet about 10 years old, 11 years old. It was the scariest thing in the world, right? And I would look deep and I would talk to myself. there's nothing, there's nothing, there's nothing, there's nothing. I would put myself to the deepest depths that I could until I couldn't see anything anymore. Until I can imagine what it was like to never come back again. And it can never happen, like I never know. So where's that deep sleep? Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And to know that you are alive. Live. You know what is alive? Have you ever written it down before? Take away the AL like the alchemy, like the alphabet, and just put the IVE. This is Roman numeral, telling me I am 4 of and in 5, the feminine coming together. I put the H or the F, I have the 5, the hive and the 5. They are 66, hiding by the 7th gate right over here. The USA, would you like to see USA? Let me show you USA. First of all, USA, interference during the day and night. Maybe go to sleep, wake up another day. Dormez-vous, snap, crackle, pop. See the dormez-vous? This says one half of the house in the golden corn. Why in the golden corn food? Why down under, like in sous vide? This is in French. Whoop. I'm not really sure where I was going with this. I lost a piece. When I was talking about the RAM before, it was that. This is 144 area spaces in order to create this. So you need 144 area spaces, and then you shift. 144, 144, 144, 144. Can I do 144, 144? No, we do shift. And what is this? I shift 144. I take off the first row of 36, and I move into the next row of 36, leaving this 36 for the next one coming as I spin around. This is a 12 by 12 area space like I mentioned before. That's not what I wanted to show. Yeah, when I talk too much, I seem to lose my place. Yeah, 60 seconds on the clock with the fire signs. I didn't complete that yet. Yeah, like I put up that one, right? This is the same basin. You see the way the pyramid is broken up in the center over here? Joining the two houses. These cubes are in the water. Anyways, I'm going to set this up. These are divisions. You join what is the 6 dot, the 5 and 1 dot with the 1, 4, 2. And you join the 6, the 5, the 5th place, the 1 line, 7, 1, 4, 2, 8, 5 with 2, 8, 5, 7. You join 5, 7 with 4, 2, and you get 999,000 creates who we are. We are what is 7 divided by 6. We are what is 13 divided by 12 equaling to 923,076. We live in what is, if you turn it over to 36, which equals to 666, we are the 111 plasma. But because we connect to multiple boards, it becomes 111, okay, 111, 222, 333, 444, 555. We have connected to 6 boards. When I connect the 6 boards of 666, it becomes 6 times 36 boards equals to what is 216. 2160 is a hexahedron. Hexahedron. 2160. Hold on a second. 36, right. 1, okay, so if every 1 through 36 equals to 666, we end up with 111. Take that out, times 6. Okay, I'll end up, no, I want to do it times 5. Times 5 and times 6. So I'm going to go 666 times 5, which is 3333. And then I want 666, then I want 666 times 6 is 3996. I have to tell you, I know a story about that. 3996. Wow. Wow. I know a story about that and I don't remember. Wow. Hold on. Times 2 plus. Yeah, I have a story about that. I don't remember. 6114. Okay, I don't know what it is, but wow, I can't believe I just saw that number. 7114. 7114. Okay, I don't know what it is. But what I do know is that if I have 6 boards and it becomes 3996, right? 39 connects the lower house of 1, 2, 3, 6. 9 is the upper house. Why? The lower house is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. The upper house, 6, 7, 8, 9. Notice I left out 1 and 9. Next time I'm going to leave out 3 and 7. And then next time I'm going to put them all together. So over here, I left out 3 and 7. And over here, I left out 1 and 9. And over here, I left out 4 and 6. And over here, I left out 2 and 8. Over here, I included all of the fire and earth signs. Sorry, I didn't include the fire sign. Look at that. 3 fires inside. But now I can move this down into the next house. Here, they join together. And did you know when I have this one over here, it's earth and water? And when I have this one, over here, it's earth and water. Earth, water, earth, water. Up here, earth, water. Across here, earth, water. Earth, water. Crossing or passing between the gates, the canals around the world. A, B, C, D equals to 10. A, B, C, 6. A, B, D, 7. A, C, D, 8. B, C, D, 9. The A, B, C here join together. The A splits the house for D to come on both sides of the house. 3 times 3 equals to the 9 birth, connecting to what is 1.5 times, which is 0.25, connecting into the 6. 0.25, 0.25, 0.25. So when we get to 625 or the 0.25 is because we're just connecting to the house. I need 25 of them for a full connect in the 3 by 3, 3 plus 3 in rotation of creation, rotisserie. Bear sleep, 9 of 12 months, 3/4, 1/4, or what's left, 15 seconds. Very good. Perfect, Miranda. Beautiful. 144, all the chakras. So what you have to do is when we do this, there's odds and evens, right? There's also, when you get to 5, you have put a dot in between 9. If you want to work with 12, remove 4. The heart of 12 will be 4. There's different ways to do this. I can use these 4 areas, or I can use all these areas and not use this one. So there's a lot of shifting we can go on. They gave us the skeleton in order. We have to understand the way it works. Mother, father, brother, all end in THER. 51, holding of the fire signs. How you doing, Spicy? I've been here for 5 hours. I'm like zonked. I never want to leave. I don't even know when lunchtime is anymore. Let me calculate this. I ate terribly yesterday. I went to sleep at a certain time at night, and then I fell asleep at a certain time in the AM, but it was still dark outside, but it wasn't night. So I went to sleep during the day, and I woke up in the light during the day. So I did AM to AM and never saw the PM. So we've done this before, right? Have we ever seen this before? The way we transition between the cubes and from one house into the next house? Right, mo, bro, and father. And if you take a look in the mo for mother, you have the bro for brother, you have the other, right? So who is the other between the mother and the brother? And the O is the 15th letter, 12 reverse. The 66, 666, and 66 equals to what is? Remember 180 degrees. I want to know when you went to school, I want to know what rules you broke mathematically. Right? So 666 is 18, 180. It's not 77721. You don't go past it. So if I'm going to create 54, I have 3 of them. 72, I have 4 of them. The house is square, the mother's house, the brown house, the mother's house. So anyways, when I go brother or mother like the others, because somehow there's an interference or connection for the transition between the father and the mother, where the fa comes to the mo. They're both 54. Famo. Fa, U, Z equals 7 equals 26 and 21. Wow, equals 47. I love it. And mo, which equals to 28, is going to equal to what is N and L, which is going to equal to 26. So we have communication. So what this is in father and in mother, where we have 4 times pole to get into the mother, a 4 connect pole. So if I say I can't connect the 4 pole, well, guess what? Da Vinci, right? The finger between Russia and Canada and Alaska, I don't have to touch it. I don't have to touch it. This cube can hit all 6 sides. I don't have to touch it. 3 reverse sides connecting the poles between the cube, coming together between my finger. You see, I disappeared. My fingers are here. My fingers are here, right? There's nothing there. I take my fingers. I come down. Can I do this? I come down with my fingers. I come down with my fingers. Do you understand the black screen? Can you see what's going on? Nothing to do with me. This is an absolute. Let's do that again, right? Maybe we can do it with something else. We're going to raise it. So there's nothing here, right? There's nothing in front of me, right? Just my hands. And I take my hand and I lower my hand. We're going to go on break for just 2 seconds. I just want to make my tea. Yeah, I just made my hand a mess. Right, you see that? See that? Because it's in my hand, right? So what if I took this and I held it over here, right? You see I'm in front of it, right? And turn the camera so it can't see it, right? Let me see where it is. I can't even see where it is. Okay, okay. Anyways, besides that, yeah, very, very tired, a lot of heat. They're pulling a lot of energy. The last straw is to make you nervous, to give up, to go to sleep. What you have to do is the minute you're tired, say, no, 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 go to the bathroom, splash water on your face. Check out your diet is very important right now. Crucial. Very, very crucial. Be very, very patient. Be very patient. Now it says we're down to 3. I'm a little bit tired. I want to go out and do other things. It says we're down to 1, but I know there's much more people here than just one person here. If I can just do a survey of how many people are here, and I'm doing a quick poll. And the poll is: I just want to know if you're here. Just put the word no. Just want to know how many people are here. Okay, that's 1. Right? There's 1 person here. If we're only 1, I love y'all. You know, anybody who's able to dedicate as many hours as all of you. It's just, you know what, this is a hard build coming into the final stretch into my game. It's just that life is going to continue on, but this game is talking about the end of 2027, the Hebrew time, 5788. It cannot end at 5790 because you ended up in a mutable sign, 7-9 coming together in the mother. I don't want to add all of them. I'm not going to add 57. That's 3 19s because that's where we've been playing for the last 100 years or 75 years at least, or 88 years, sorry. If you want to know what year we're in right now, when it ends, if you want to know, no, we're going to do this. 5790, 5760 versus the year 2000. What is that calculation? The calculation is 2000 divided by 5760 is 0.347222. Perfect. The next one is 5760 divided by 2000. Look at that. It's perfect. 288. 88 constellations in the house of Venus, connecting them up at 176. What is 1, 7, and 6? Right? 67 times 3 is 201. 201 is 5 times 7 times 6 is 210. The 21 dots on the cube equals to 231. 231 is equal to what is 3 times 77, which is noted to be power. 231, or what is ABC, or what is also to note as, I'm just trying to think what the other number is. No, there's no other number. There's a harmonic that runs between this because it reaches 231. 231 by 25 equals to 5775. 25 is noted to be what are quarters. So that means these quarters, okay, can run harmonics between this number. 5757 or 1212 equaling to 24. 5 and 2 are 7. 4 and 2 are 6. So this becomes 7 and 6 because it's the association of Mars and Earth coming together. But there's a divided interference. This is also to note what is the Jack and the King. But I'm too tired to go on. And so what is that division you did? What is the division you did? 5 divided by what is what? Okay, but where, I need more numbers. That's not telling me enough. That's because I don't know if you're finished on your decimal. Oh, okay, percentage. Okay, but what is the 500,000? So, okay, so, but 500 million divided by what? No, I'm not upset. No, I want to answer the questions. So I got to be like, what's going on? So, right, first of all, you're talking about half lions, right? Mil equals to 1,000, right? The lion part, like Lion's Gate, is lion electric. The word lion is also birthday. The ON is a division of something. 1429, it's a 21 and 29. So that's a 2 and a 3 communication, electric communication. What was the number again? Yeah, electric communication. So that's what ends. You know what? 500 million, something to do with how it has to be reduced in communication. And they do have to reduce a lot in order to run with the Bitcoin. You know how the Bitcoin and everything connects together, right? Yeah, the line in electric. And then there's the heartbeat, right? So we run through this over here, close this cube up and put us back inside. That over here is binary. Have you ever tried to run around the triangle? Notice that the flat one, if this was 120, this is a perfectly square, right? So they should all be equal. The triangle should be the triangle every single side, right? So if you're trying to get out of the house, this is the only way out. Don't try to go straight. And I'm not telling you what the angles are, although I don't know the angles. I just know this area space needed and the extension from the heart. There's 2 hearts. I like that Al in cobalt or phosphate. And I like the phos and fate coming with 2 pHs, right? And it also says 8, so it's star base, and it becomes the 4x4, 4 plus 4. 4x4 equals the 16, so the trinity breaks up with inside of this. It's the halfway area space, 1 times 6, 1 plus 6. I'm too tired to go. I have no voice left, so we're going to cut it at this and do a shout out. If you'd like to go ahead and check out my channel on YouTube, I usually do all the uploads. Channel's right here, Mr. Tackman's view channel. Whoop, let me take this off. So here's the channel over here. The return of Dragon Ball Z signal testing system. This is a trinity. This is 29. It's a new beginning, the Mars moons. AG, the silver. It looks like the silver runs and strings in the sun. Vibration, S&I 919, also is what is RH. Through the east, or a full connect through the G system, what is the T is also like a G. And in 8 is exit. Just put the X over here. You have exit within 8. 8 ends with T and does not need a T in the extension of 8th and 18. Peace and love. And as I showed you back in this, right, this is very important for myself to keep moving on. Right now, I'm sort of in a stranglehold. I can't go from point A to point B because I need the petrol. And I ain't kidding. Thank you for watching this video. 20 years.